Hello teacher and also everyone. This video will be talking about Laos People Democratic Republic, which is an official name of Laos. This is team 4, including me, Hun Siladi, as the first presenter, Sin Kịch Tiên and Tri Linh Sreng as the following speakers. Now, let's take a look on our table of contents. This is what we'll be talking about, but before we move on into our main contents, let us know about the country's fun facts. Laos is a landlocked country in Southeast Asia and also an official member of ASEAN. This country is known to be a place where the US dropped approximately 200 million tons of bombs, which resulted in injury and low fertility soil. Although this happened from 1964 to 1973, Laos is still a place that has quite a number of wildlife, such as king cobras and Asian black bears. After you have some ideas about Laos, let's move on to its political system. The head of state, normally known as head of government of Laos, is Prime Minister Thongloun Sisoulith, who is the 17th elected Prime Minister. He is now serving as General Secretary starting from March the 22nd, 2021. Laos is a communist country, so the political system of the country is Marxism and Leninism. When it comes to political parties, there is only one legal party in Laos. It's called Lao People's Revolutionary Party, abbreviated as LPRP. Military and defense. Laos had a very long friendship with Vietnam, who is its communist ally. Since the whole country is controlled by the Lao People's Revolutionary Party, the purpose is to increase in power and abolish monarchy. While several refugees in this country are the concerns about Laos dam construction, as Cambodia, Vietnam, and Thailand will be affected directly and indirectly. In addition to this statement, it is said that there was no consultation with the surrounding stakeholders, considering the impact on fishery as well as water levels in the Mekong River. Laos also experienced the Laotian Civil War from 1962 to 1975. This war was an internal conflict between the Pathet Lao and the royal government. Moreover, these two sides received support from different superpowers of the Cold War. The aftermath of this destroyed many lives as well as infrastructure in the city and countryside. Besides this, Laos also been destroyed fields of planting crops. Regarding civil disturbance, I'll be raising one major issue in May 2014. It was a tragedy that several senior officials were killed while flying to the northern Laos, and later the next day, there was a bomb blast.
Economy. If we take a look at economic, especially economic strength, Kofi stated that Laos expands of hydroelectric sectors and make the process of starting new products and offer new services, including agri-food, electronics, and clothing. Moreover, according to 21st Index of Economic Freedom, the score of this country's economic freedom is 53.9, which makes its economy 141st in 2021 Index. Besides this, Laos is ranked 32 among 40 countries in Asia-Pacific regions. Moreover, the GDP of this country was $18.174 billion in 2019. Based on OECD World 2019, Laos was the number 104 in total export and number 170 in total import. The main trading partners are divided into two parts: main export and main imports. This country mostly export to Thailand, China, Vietnam, Japan, and the United States. On the other hand, it is also import from Thailand, China, Vietnam, Japan, and South Korea. In addition, Laos earn income from the main sources such as agriculture, industry, and service. Here is another part talk about cultural, religions, and social practice. According to the World Bank stated that Laos population was about 7.169 million people in 2019, and in 2021 here is the population of 2021, and the official language of Laos is Latin. And if we talk about the religions in Laos, practice the Buddhism, folk or traditional religions, Christianity, religiously unaffiliated, and other religions. But for Buddhism, it is more people practice on these religions. And the major social problem in this country is about poverty and income, health, education, gender inequality, and social protection.
Now we start with location. Laos is located in Southeast Asia, and it is in the northeast of Thailand and the west of Vietnam. Now we move to neighbors. Laos is surrounded by 5 neighbor countries, which are Cambodia, Vietnam, Thailand, Myanmar, and China. Now we move to water security. By 2015, 76% of Lao people could access to improved water. Improved water is the water which is not directly taken from the nature to use. In that, 1.9 million people could not access to it. Now we move to environment concern. Laos is facing some environmental issues such as forestation, climate change, and the loss of biodiversity. First we start with deforestation. From 2000 to 2005, Laos lost 78,000 hectares of forest every year. The forest area was 70% in 1950 and had decreased to 47% by 1992. However, the Lao government planned to restore it to over 70% by 2025. Now we move to climate change. Laos has seen some severe events like storm, floods, drought, and rapid frost. From 1990 to 2015, Laos had 21 extreme storms and floods, which widely affected crops, livestock, and livelihood. Loss of biodiversity. Laos is one of the most biodiverse countries in Southeast Asia. 247 species, including rare species, has been identified in Laos, and 481 fish species, including exotic species also. Country biodiversity has been negatively impacted by deforestation and the trade of wildlife to China and Vietnam. Now we move to the national resources of Laos. We will start with land and mineral resources. Forests, including primary and potential forests, make up more than 80% of total land. In that, 10% of total land is used for agriculture. Laos is rich in mineral resources such as gold, iron, and silver, and other resources which retribute 10,500 billion kip, which is about $118 billion to total GDP in 2017. Move to forest resource. Laos has approximately 13.2 million hectares of forest area. and the forestry rent made up 3.8% of total GDP in 2016. And the last resource is water resource. The surface and groundwater flow from Laos watershed make up 35% of the average water flow of Mekong River, and 25% of Mekong basins are used by Laos, which supply 230 billion m3 of fresh water. 23,000 megawatt capacity of hydropower potential is used in Laos from Mekong River. And current issue or even in Laos. Laos is facing the pointless election, which means that the nation doesn't expect any change because Laos People Revolutionary Party has governed since the 1970s.